On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. It's Waring the tight end with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One more time with Lindsey, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
David Johnson, the
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Wentz steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on Ayeeee Sports.
Colts nothing.
Single receiver. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check 43. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Wentz now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Ayeeee, because that's the word we use when you intercept the pass. Ayeeee tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Ayeeee, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Check 53's right. Watch the run.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. A little check down to Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
4-yard line.
Here we go. Check. 59. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 55. Out.
Watson just beating the play clock. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Lindsey, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21. Colts.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
His throw incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Colts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Makes the score.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for England.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
53 is the mic. Hey, tight. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Watson, off play action. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Texans 41, Colts nothing. Ayeeee Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I am.
They'll run here with Lindsay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, it's Taylor. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the 36.
Offense has been praised on offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Wentz gonna throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Complete to Michael
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And a Colts.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big edge, big edge, big
down the man inside, down the man.
Jam.
Great 15.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. 46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete to Michael
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
57's mine. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the interception, here's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
The 38-yard line.
Watch the slant. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
To throw is Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
In your face. 53,
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike, 53.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Out of the gun, Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Texans 48, Colts nothing. Ayeeee Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the Giants have extended their lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Today's final score.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.